once we have our whip maker's cracker twist nicely tied like so, we're going to tie a Matthew Walker knot into the top, and this is how to do it. Starting with the leftmost strand, we bring it around under all of the other ends and bring it up through the loop like so, and then let it dangle down there. Picking up the next strand, bring it around and lay it next to the first strand. Okay, bring it under the two remaining strands and bring it up through both loops, under both of those loops, the first one and the second one. Okay, let it hang down there. Picking up the third strand, bring it around, lay it next to the others, under the last remaining strand, up through the previous two and the third. Okay, it should be nice and neat. 1, 2, 3, and the last strand exactly the same way. Underneath all of those, plus the new loop that you've created. This works for any number of strands, practically speaking, from 3 up to however many you can manage. 8 is quite manageable. Once you get the hang of it, it's quite straightforward. 3 strands is the best to learn on. Starting from the last strand that you tied, pull it tight to take most of the slack out of the loop. Do the same with the next one, and the next, and the next. Now with 4 strands it ends up looking sort of a bit like a square shape. And then this is what we have. Then what remains is to tension it. So I like to pushing the first finger in there and pulling with the thumb and the fingers. That keeps it centered. You can push that in. And again, and with the last remaining one. Now, when you start making Matthew Walker knots, they never seem to sit quite right. You have this one sitting here and it's coming at the side, and it should be coming straight up the middle. What you need to do on the outside is roll that loop until it gets to the right position. And so working them around a little bit, it will actually turn into quite a nice round knot. So just pulling up the tension a little bit by little bit, we should get them to pull in nice and neat. Okay. Now, if you pull from this end, it's the easiest way to get them to bunch up nicely. And that really is only a problem if you want to put consecutive Matthew Walker knots one after the other, because you end up with a little gap between them. So it does take quite a bit of practice, but once they're all sitting nice, you can hold that with the thumb, put a bit of tension on that. Again, just working your way around and using progressively more tension until your knot actually sits like it's supposed to, and you have this nice shape that seems to twist round and round and round. Okay.